Okay. Yeah. Episode 116.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
116. Yep. Influential. Sometimes I be wanting to rap, but you know, can't do that right now.
Man, that crazy bop about you, baby.
Yeah. Let's go. Welcome to the Porch Podcast. Welcome to the Porch Podcast. It's your boy, DJ E, Mr. Influential, and I'm rocking with my brother, man.
P original, baby. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back to another episode from your favorite brothers from the Porch.
I had a little blunder right there, so I had to do that on purpose. You know, I was pausing and doing some crazy shit. Slash with it. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Is that some kind of some notification of what this type of episode is going to be?
Nah, we good to go, man. But you know, like we always do, P, talk to them. Let them know what's going on in your heart today.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Another day, man. Like I said, man, I'm glad, man, that we here to do it once again. A lot of things going on in the world, but I'm just glad that we got time, man.
Yeah, we got time,
and we make time. You know what I mean? To talk our talk and just come together with our folks, man. I'm so happy to be here with you guys once again. Another week, another blessed week. So all is well, my brother. No need to complain. It don't change nothing anyway. How you?
I'm good. Great week. You know what I mean? Since last show, a lot of things have came through. On March 9th, which was Thursday, right? We celebrated 26 years since the passing of the notorious B.I.G. Let's just go ahead and clap it up for who some think is the greatest of all time. And I definitely put him up there high on the list. You know what I mean? I just imagine sometimes today, if he was still alive, he was still around. What would you think, P? Do you think he would be, I'm not saying ranked higher than, let's say, Jay-Z, but do you think he would have had I'm talking about business success and everything higher than what, Sean Carter has, brought to the table?
I think that's kind of tough. It's kind of tough to say he would be higher, but I do think that like Jay-Z, I think Big would have definitely grew business wise. I think he would have been more than just music. I can't say exactly how large his success would have been. I'm gonna say it like this: he was infectious. So like the feeling that we have from him, I think that he would have been able to kind of walk into a lot of different opportunities, man. And I think that what we see in the Jay-Z's and some of the other people business wise, the Dr. Dre's, maybe some of the Snoops and other people, I just think we would have saw it a little earlier. Right. Personally, I just think that we would have saw it. And we kind of did, if you think about it to some degree, with your Puffs and all of that kind of stuff. But I mean, a rapper of his caliber, the only person that really comes to mind really, really quickly in the present is Jay-Z. So yeah, I think that he would have been just as much of a mogul,
right?
As Jay. If not even more.
So I gotta do is favorite Biggie song of all time for you.
Favorite Biggie song would be maybe I got a story to tell.
Okay.
It's either that one. I can't think of the title. That's why I can't say it as quick, because I hear the songs.
Give me a ball. Give me a ball then. It ain't got to be the title. We'll know what you talk about. Give me the ball. Give me a line.
Okay, maybe the song was called Bleed Just Like Us.
Oh, niggas bleed.
Yeah.
Niggas bleed.
That right there, like, both of those.
Today's agenda. Had the suitcase up in the center.
Yeah.
There you go.
So I would say that. So favorite, but if I had to say like favorite one of his like party songs that got it going on.
Right.
Hypnotized, man. Hypnotized.
Hypnotized did his numbers.
It made the coolest. See, you a DJ, baby. It made the coolest.
Play Hypnotized on Friday. I played Hypnotized. You know what I mean? So I know exactly what you mean. I think My favorite Biggie song of
Let me
all
see. Let me
time.
see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see what he gonna
Honestly,
say.
I'm always one of them B-side dudes, and people that understand what a B-side dude is, I'm one of the ones that just stuck on the album, but I think it's Everyday Struggle, man. Doom,
Yeah.
doom,
Oh,
doom,
okay.
doom, boom, doom, boom, doom, 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 doom. That was my joint. Doom, 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 doom. So that.
I'm gonna say dead wrong had it too though,
Oh,
man.
Dead
Like,
Wrong had you super good. Linwood,
what's good
Linwood.
with you? What's good with you,
Yeah,
brother? What's good?
suicidal thoughts. I'm with you with that, brother. Yep, I
Oh, I
like
like
that.
that.
Yeah, I like.
Absolutely suicidal
Yeah,
thought.
people that's tapped in right now, man. Put in the comments, man. Y'all favorites, Notorious B.I.G. So, like I said, we was here live last Tuesday. 26 years of his passing on March 9th. His music still bumps to this day all the time, and that's just a beautiful thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I
Biggie
like
will always
showed his
be
range though. He
there.
showed his range. He showed his range. If I had to say one, and that joint with Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Yeah, I just listened to
When
that
I
the other
heard
day.
him do that,
Notorious
man,
Thugs. Yeah.
yeah. When he came with Notorious Thugs, it was just like, okay, all right, he's holding something back.
Right.
He's holding something back, or is he just so nasty that he can adapt just that quick to whoever he's with? Like,
I think he was just that good that he can adapt to who he was with.
right,
I mean,
right,
I think a lot of people. It's funny because you're saying who he was with at that time. But what
right,
made Big so great was his wit, his wittiness.
yeah,
See,
yeah,
everybody used to say how funny Biggie was. So I think sometimes, being funny and be able to snap real quick and come right back at a person all comes from having a creative mind and being able to do things fast under pressure. So
yeah,
I first of all, he knew he was going to record with them. So he was such a talented artist that he probably listened to their music and said, okay, I'm gonna take this flow and armed and dangerous. Can't no sooner than us, you know what I mean? He just doing his thing, you know what I mean? But it's great. It's great to see that we still celebrate his music, man, still to this day.
yeah.
He's like how, to the people in the 70s, 80s, how Marvin Gaye was, you know what I mean, with them, when they lost Marvin, that's how they was. But a lot of artists is like that, Um,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
uh
I agree.
that's just
It's
that's
a
just
lot.
how it is. Killer, what's up, Killer? So it's funny that we
Man,
sit
Killer,
here
what's good with you, baby?
we sit here and we talk about the different things of hip hop, and 26 years later, we look at a person
Mm-hmm.
like Lil Uzi Vert, who has "I Just Want to Rock" as his single. I have no problem with it. Some people get annoyed. I just know it's a different types of music. You know what I mean? Yada
Yeah,
yada
I
yada.
like it, man. You know what's yeah, I
I just
had to
want to
get
rock.
over it.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
like
I
no,
did too.
I'm gonna tell you, it was. I don't think it was ever a time I really didn't appreciate the music, right? The switching of it or whatever. I just felt like they wasn't the same thing,
Right,
and the fact that if you just thought about it that way, it's cool. You know what I
right.
mean? So like when I heard that joint you were just talking about,
I
I ain't
just
even
want to
going
rock.
front, man. Let me tell you something, man. If I was a new rap artist right now, I don't care what your style was or whatever.
Right.
You gotta get it to TikTok, man. Let me
Yeah.
tell you something, brother.
Yeah.
Anything on TikTok will
Yeah.
make you at least look at it because you know what it is?
But
When you listen to it or you hear it the first time, maybe on the radio or something, like, because we don't watch a bunch of videos like we used to. I
right.
can't speak to everybody, but I don't think like videos, like video music box and all that stuff we had, like that
Right.
stuff ain't really hitting and clicking the same way. But when
Mm-hmm.
you look up and you actually see people of all ages and all races doing
Right.
different dances to these songs,
Right.
before you know it, you like, I mean, maybe the song is all right. Look how OG up there doing that move right there. You know
Right.
what I mean? With his
Right.
Bluetooth in his ear, with his suit on. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Big
Like
belt buckle. Look like he got all he needs is a cowboy
rodeo,
hat.
rodeo, yeah,
Yeah.
rodeo belt.
You know what I mean? But it's cool because
Wow, that's
we
crazy.
can, we can honestly say that that's probably Lil Uzi Vert's biggest single. I mean,
Okay,
but he in that generation, in that time, he's a big artist to them. But I was reading something today and found out that he's saying that sobriety from all the drugs and stuff that he took. You know what I mean? He's no longer taking drugs. It's helping his creative process. You know what I mean? And his exact quote, you know, that I actually copied today that I wanted to speak on, explained that, you know, being sober. Hold on, let me get to the motherfucker. You know what I
Right.
mean?
I like where it's going though, but
Yeah,
I think until you get there. So
yeah,
he was kind of speaking to how his sobriety against certain little substances is
yeah.
clearing his mind up.
It
Is that
cleared his
what you
mind
said?
up.
Oh,
He
that's a
said
good thing. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
he said when he quit drugs, he said I thought this is his quote, exact words. I thought that my creative process wasn't going to be the same because I wasn't on drugs no more, he said. However, when the reporter asked if his creative process was the same, he admitted it was even better. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
With a clearer mind. So we
In
want to clap it
in
up for that brother right there.
end quote. DJ
In
Ed.
quote,
Yeah.
yeah, yep, There you go. This nigga here, man. I tell you, stupid. You know what I mean? So he pretty much was explaining,
Yeah.
and it's crazy because now when you get that success as
Mm-hmm.
an artist, and sometimes when as an artist and you're trying to do different things, and you get your biggest things off being a clear mind, you know, hopefully that will focus on that brother keeping his health right. For example, I focus on my health all the time. Just this
As you should,
Friday,
as you should.
this Friday did my yearly physical, man. I listen. Everybody, man. I don't care how old you is, how old is. Go get your physical. You got insurance, go get a physical, man. Make sure you're all right. All
Yeah.
my blood work came back great. I am great. I love the fact that I am able to go and check on myself. P's over here on his bullshit today. But what I'm saying to you is,
What are you talking
I'm
about?
trying to encourage
Oh
people to
man.
make sure, you focus on your health. In other hip hop news, okay, in other hip hop news,
What
Megan Thee
you got?
Stallion has
Talk about it.
yesterday put her first tweet out
Mm-hmm.
since in 4 months since Tory Lane was sentenced, was charged, and became, they made him guilty. This was her first tweet, and I didn't see not a tweet. I'm sorry, first IG post. Let me get the right lingo for that. And supposedly it's her on the at the Oscars. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
but it's just good to see that she's back on there, and it leads me to this question: when do you know, bruh, it's time for you to go on a little hiatus?
I'm gonna tell you. I know when I look around and I start to, and I know it's gonna sound funny, but everybody has done this at some point, in my opinion. When you start to question what you know is the right things, because it's because it's the thing that you don't want to hurt nobody's feelings and stuff like that, and you feel like if you do continue to push, that you might pop, you might snap. I'm just gonna keep it 100, right?
Right.
And you may do something or say something that later on you got to go back and apologize for. And really, what it's all about is that you are comfortable in your decision. So I go on my hiatus so I can kind of go on my bag, make sure that, look, I got to build myself strong enough for the resistance. For
Right.
the resistance of people that's going to come from this situation. Because I know people not going to get where I'm going with it for whatever reason. So me personally, usually when I'm trying to get zeroed back in on whatever my next move going to be, I feel like I need to kind of just separate myself from the pack, bro. And that's generally when it is for me. You know what I mean?
So the
How
so the
about yourself?
proper definition of a hiatus is a pause or gap in a sequence, series, or process. So, as you know, words often have, they're used different ways, spelled different, but you know, you come and look at it. Um, I think hiatus is the way that humans go into hibernation. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because hibernation, is a way an animal conserves energy to survive adverse weather conditions or a lack of food. Right? We gotta still go every day, but we go into a hiatus a lot of times for our mental states.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because as you know, mental health is such a big and important thing that we take these hiatuses when we go through different things. You know what I mean? It's just a good thing that when you snap back great. You know, and make sure that things of that nature is cool. So it was good to see that she came, and I'm sure people seen her, but the rest of the world seen her at the Oscars. And the
Talk about
Oscars
it. Talk
did
about it.
did the Oscars did pass this weekend. I didn't catch any of it. I just seen a little segment when I know Jimmy Kimmel was the host,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he had certain little funny things. I do know that he made a joke about Nick Cannon and his 12 kids. Um, and they asked
Yeah.
Nick Cannon how he felt about it. Nick Cannon laughed and said, "Listen, I created Wild 'N Out. I love jokes all day. Jimmy Kimmel, my man. I ain't taking it personal at all." Then they also asked him, "Does he have any plans on stopping to make kids?" Nick hit him with,
What he say?
"Gotta stop me when he ready to stop me, man." So if he get two more by next year, that's just Nick being Nick, man. That's all that shit is.
Yeah, and you know what? The thing about it is you can't even take that like he being smart because in all actuality,
He's
it's
telling the
kind of
truth.
like we talked about with the brat.
Yeah.
You know, you think I got enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't making none with you, so you cool. You ain't got to worry about me and you having none.
Yeah.
But
You know he got 12 now.
that's what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
okay. But here's the funny part, right?
He got the bread for it.
What if you had talked to a young Nick Cannon when he was like 18? And one day, and somebody asked him, "Yo, man, Nick, man, how many kids wouldn't mind having?" Man, I wouldn't mind having about 14 kids, man. If he said it when he was 18, but he's
Right.
doing it now,
Right.
isn't he right on track? Like, how do you really
Right.
right? I mean, like I'm just saying. So because it ain't your idea, my idea is too much. Like, what's that? Like, that's
Right.
crazy.
But you know what's funny is I think a lot of people like having a bunch of kids and a lot of people don't. The reason why some people don't want to have a bunch of kids is because, financially, it becomes a strain on them.
It's reality.
This is fun when financially it becomes a strain on them. You don't want to. You ain't trying to add no more bills. Anybody that's paying for daycare and stuff like that, when they get past that, they like thank the Lord on that one. You know what I mean? They finish with the daycare. They cool. They happy about it. But they ain't got to worry about no daycare.
Man,
You
you
know
know how
what I
much
mean?
it costs to have a baby?
That's what.
If you ain't got medical insurance,
Right.
we didn't get the baby home yet.
Right.
You know what prenatal care costs.
Yeah.
You know what any of that stuff. A lot more than condoms.
Right.
So what I'm
Right.
saying, all I'm saying is that you know what I mean? And everybody ain't got them same grandmas. Grandmas is different now, E.
Right.
Grandmas when we were younger were older, they wasn't in the club. We got young grandmas now.
Yeah.
Grandma going out tonight. I'm not watching him tonight.
Yeah.
I'm not watching them
Grandma
kids tonight.
going to Jamaica.
She going
You
to
know what I mean?
First Fridays.
First
you know what I'm
Fridays and
saying?
shit.
She
You know
going
what I
to
mean?
Cigar Sundays.
Cigar
There's some
Sun- yeah.
grandmas there, and they don't
Mhm.
look like They don't look like the grandmas we talking about.
Yeah.
They don't smell like mothballs. You know what I mean? They smell like Cuban cigars. They smoking, they
Right.
chilling, they drinking, enjoying their life.
Yeah, you're right.
You know
See,
what I'm saying?
time will be a factor. You're definitely not under the same roof. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He might be trying to make his own cartel or something. You never know. You know what I mean? Incredible, man. You know what I mean? Shit. He might be trying to corner all the major markets, right, in the metaverse, man. You know what I mean? You never know what he's trying to do, bro.
Until Nick make the video asking y'all for some money to take care of them kids,
Right.
leave Nick alone, man.
Leave Nick alone.
Nick
Nick.
Word is bond.
Because Nick out there giving that.
Yeah. 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 I seen him on Angela Yee joint, the lip service joint.
Yeah.
He don't like wearing them, man. It's clear. I mean, now we don't need him to go on a talk show to tell us that. But my thing is this. Until Nick start asking y'all for donations for formula, Pampers, and all the other stuff to take care of them,
Or even Plan Bs.
leave him alone. Nick
Leave
done
him
lost
alone.
the chance, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And health conditions are like it's been a lot of stuff. But leave that man alone, man. If y'all want to count the babies, cool. But he ain't asking none of y'all to take care of.
Right.
But like you said, though, E, you was talking about the Oscars real quick. I'm gonna touch on this, man, because it's been a year for a lot of things.
Right.
The situation, man, from the Oscars last year with the whole Chris Rock and Will Smith thing.
Right.
It's been a year. I finally got a chance to check out the Netflix special that you was talking about last week.
I ain't see I ain't see the whole thing yet. I gotta watch the rest of it.
Okay.
So
Well, really what I wanted to talk about in the situation, because outside of the actual special,
yeah,
people, here we go once again. You know what I mean? It's like a old wound. It's like the scab I was picking at on my knee from falling from the dog last week.
right.
I want to
Mm-hmm.
forget about it so bad from last week, but there's a little bit of little sting, a little pain that's still there. So what people are kind of saying, all around different views and perspectives is that it seems like, why now, right?
Right.
But what people got to remember, man, is that, like you was talking about the situation about a hiatus.
Yeah.
What you got to understand is that people have to be intelligent enough to know when they over something and
Right.
when they're prepared to deal with something, right? Now, he talks about that situation clearly in that Netflix special. I'm not going to tell any of the jokes. First off, I'm not Chris Rock. Second of all, that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is that the fact that most people were talking about, well, where was this energy at when he first got slapped? Well,
Right.
here's the reality, y'all. You don't know how a person's going to handle a situation. He did say on there that, regardless of what you may think about what you see on TV, that Will Smith is a much bigger man than him.
Yeah.
I mean, like, physically. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And then he even said something about, like, he tried to reach out to him while everything was unraveling and trying to talk to him, and what transpired happened. He said, why he ain't smack 50 Cent?
Mm-hmm.
Why he ain't smack Charlemagne the God? So it's certain little things, but I'm going to say this about the situation before we move on from it. When you hurt, man, because you could tell, even in the joking element of that situation, he's still hurt by it.
Right.
He's still hurt because he was a fan. He was a supporter. He was all of those things. But here we are once again, even when he's trying to go ahead and release it, let it be known, go ahead and get it off his chest. Here we are once again, like we said with the situation with Nick Cannon. Here we are passing judgment about something that we actually have absolutely nothing to do with.
Not a damn thing. Not a damn thing. My question still remains the same from a year ago. Bitch, they would have had to go to commercial. I'm just telling you.
Well, it wouldn't have been no Oscars this year.
Yeah.
They said,
Everything on that stage, which was nothing, would have been broke. Bitch, I would have broke the air if a bitch smacked me in the face on the
'cause I
stage. That's what
understand.
I'm telling you now. I would have broke air, bitch.
Yeah, I understand. Well, first off, I understand Chris. All right, fine. Chris Rock, that's how you feel. Tony Rock, on the other hand, was like, I want all the smoke. I'm with it.
Yeah.
Right? Lil Bruh
Yeah.
was ready to rock. Here's
Yeah.
my thing with this situation.
I just want to rock. Body yada
You
yada.
know how hard it had to be. Right. I didn't even think about that. But you know how hard it had to be to go all of this time and try to put it together so that you can say what you had to say on a live special.
Right.
At the end of the day, man, I can't tell Chris Rock to let it go.
Right.
I can't. He made a statement and he said, everybody in here been cheated on before. We just never been interviewed by the person who cheated on us.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Right.
my thing is, at the end of the day, let people have their opinions. Let people vent. Let people heal how they want to heal, man.
I think
That's the main thing, man.
I think you're absolutely correct on that note. But I think this is what makes it so genius, right? What makes it so genius is this. It's a year ago. And people want to know, why is he still talking about it, right? Other than the fact he's still hurt and all that type of shit. It's such a smart business move. And I'm going to tell you why.
Break it down.
Chris Rock went on tour, and he was on tour with Kevin Hart. On some shows, they was doing some shows together, if I'm not mistaken, after all that. You get what I'm saying?
He did, because he brought him a
Right.
goat. Did
Right.
Kevin Hart bring him a goat or something?
Yeah, some shit like that or something like that. But
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So first of all, Netflix turned around, probably reached out to him. Hey, Chris, we want to do a special with you. Live.
Mm-hmm.
Want to do it live. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? Never happened before. and you could just do what you can say whatever you want. It's going to be live. We ain't gonna be able to edit nothing because we're
We can't do
streaming
it.
it.
Yeah, it's unscripted.
It's streaming it live.
That's right.
So Netflix is known to give people about 40, 50 million for a show,
Yeah,
for a special.
I'm trying to get the
Right?
number. Keep
You know what I
talking,
mean?
bro.
So, Quante, what's up? Yeah. So,
Who that right there? Is that Q Love?
yeah, not Quant, not that Quant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So,
Yo, what's going on? What's going on though? What's happening? Thank you for stopping by the porch. Go ahead, E.
Yeah.
Keep on dropping that drop.
so next thing you know, I said to myself, it's going live. He let everything go on this show while streaming live. Got his 40 or 50 for it. He's going to get paid more
40,
money
40,
off.
40. I'm looking at it right now. 40.
40. I knew it. 40. I pulled that out my ass. Ain't nobody even ever told me to. You just confirmed it right there. And now everybody's going to watch it, right? It came out what, March 4th? Came out March 4th is when he streamed live, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Oscars come out what? A week later.
E, come on now.
That's
Come on.
business.
E, they planned it right.
That's
then.
chess move money.
That's what I was getting ready to say, man. That's what I'm trying to say.
He touched on it. Tony Rock went crazy. We looking at it on YouTube videos, and you know what I mean. Will Smith did his apology last year, and he cried on stage. Bruh, Chris Rock said, "Bitch, I'ma keep getting paid off this."
He said, "You won't see me on Oprah crying."
Nope, you won't see me. Like, you know what I mean? I ain't even watched that part yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nah. But like you said, E, the timing, this is why I wanted to say it. Not only has it been a year, but all of a sudden that special comes out and it's live.
And it's
And I
live.
think that's the point why they wanted to make it live so it didn't look scripted. For some of the other stuff that took place, they thought was scripted, like the slap
Right.
and all that.
Right.
So they wanted to make
all
sure
that.
that you knew it was live and that it wasn't scripted. And
But
that it was
still, the biggest chess move is we're going to do it 1 week
That's right.
before the Oscars.
Come on, man. Yeah.
So it's now fresh again.
It's fresh.
Because we're going
Brand
to
new,
drop
baby.
this. They're going to talk about it all week. Then the Oscars is going to come on. Whoever these PR people is.
Yeah.
Listen, I think the same way. I could work on y'all team. That shit was genius. Let's just go ahead and clap it up for them. However, if you have any live event going on or something of that nature, a party, a wedding, or anything you want to have and you don't know how to plan it, I got a company for you. A nice company for you that could set you straight, get you anything you need. Let me show y'all who that is.
Listen, whether it's your first or your 50th birthday, that 25 years of service, if not more, retirement party, or the day that you and the love of your life share vows to become one, let Front and Center Events take care of all of your event planning needs. Sit back, put your feet up, and enjoy the show, where they truly keep you at the front and center of it all. Make sure to check out their Facebook and Instagram pages at FNC Events. Head on over today and get that party booked. Back to the show.
Came back with the laughter because smacked the shit out of him. Now, off-topic question.
Go ahead.
Do you think any of that snowfall is backstage at the Oscars, P? Just your opinion.
E. I mean, all right. Let me say this, man. Let me say this, and this is coming from the heart. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Yes, man.
yes. And we not talk about Franklin.
Right.
We talk about
the
PGs, the Powder Gods, man. They're
right,
back
the
there.
Rangers. The Rangers,
the
man.
Powder Rangers, yeah.
So I'm not basing it on no one particular thing. I'm basing it on access, man. Access. Chris Rock said when he goes to any city, he always asks 2 questions because he does his research.
Right, yeah.
Which part of town to not go,
yep.
and where to get some coke from.
Yep.
He said generally they're the same place.
yeah.
I'm just going to leave it at that. That man said that. I'm not talking negative about him or nothing. What I'm just saying is that when answering your question, It's very highly possible that it was present.
Right.
Can't say who specifically, but I believe so.
And it's just a general question. I'm not going to stay there, stay with that. But we're speaking of a comedian. Some people don't think Chris Rock is funny. I do think Chris Rock is funny. Is he my favorite? No. Um, I've always looked at Chris Rock as one of those comedians that, just like when I listen to certain artists, I know what I'm tuning my ear for. I know it's gonna be a message. He's trying to bring something about. If you talking about just like funny to make you laugh, Lil Bro was he's older than us, but Lil Bro Tony Rock is funnier than Chris Rock. You know what I mean? Tony Rock is hilarious, but when you start to really pay attention and dissect, because Chris Rock comes from that school of when somebody hands you a microphone, you got to have a message. You got to entertain them as well. You see what I'm saying? So that's what still makes his stuff funny because he's giving you a serious message. You know what I mean? And it does as well. But are you aware, P, that Eddie Murphy's son is in a relationship with Martin's daughter? Did you know that?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think there's a little bit of a they're trying to get each other to pay for the wedding.
Pay for the wedding, yeah.
yeah.
They said Martin said Eddie gonna have to pay for the wedding. Eddie said, "Ho, fuck that! Wait, stop right there! Stop! Right. You, that's your daughter, Martin. You paying for the shit, and it better be immaculate." He's right.
Based on tradition,
right?
From what I know,
right.
The father of the bride really foots the bill.
He foots the bill, yeah. Right.
So, in all actuality, I can't count either one of their pockets.
Right.
But here's the thing, E, and we've talked about this. When you're of a certain status, the expectations the expectations are higher. Right?
Well, yeah.
So I'm just saying, even from the kids, right?
Right.
Now I don't know Eddie Murphy's son.
Yeah.
No more than I know Martin's daughter.
Right.
But I would assume that both of them came up in a pretty privileged, environment.
Right. Both of them, yeah.
Both of them. Who's to say? They may want something simple, something a little bit more private.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Maybe they do, maybe they don't. I don't know. But
right.
At the end of the day, the humorous side to both of them, to the situation is both of them can afford it.
Yeah,
it ain't really a problem.
And
it's really more of a joke than anything else.
I think the comedian that got the biggest bag at one shot for Netflix was Eddie Murphy. They gave him about 70. And he didn't even do stand up. He did Dolomite and some other shit. You know what I mean? And they gave him about 70. Martin never got his Netflix, but he probably wasn't looking for it. You know what I mean?
There's no doubt that he just didn't want it.
Yeah.
He had come on now. Smart.
Yeah. Smart, yeah.
Smart.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? So it's one of those things where I'm quite sure it's gonna be extravagant, man. Whoever pays the bill.
I think Dave might have got 40 from about 2-3 times.
He did. I seen his numbers too.
Right.
Dave was the one who made me start looking.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was the one that made me start looking.
How much Netflix can get you for? 1,300?
Right now? What they $1,300? I go up there and motivationally, I motivate.
1,300. They get you for 1,300 right now.
Because it's only going to be one time at the 1,300 part.
Yeah.
It's only going to be Mark. It's only going to be one time.
Nah, they want you 1,300 for 3 years.
What you talking about? Man, them guys getting paid per show in events. They ain't
I think the biggest check I ever seen on Netflix, Shonda Rhimes, if I'm not mistaken, they brung her to the writing team for like $100 million. Shonda Rhimes is the one that wrote Scandal, How to Get Away with Murder, stuff like Grey's Anatomy. She was on there, writing with that. I think they gave her about $100 million. I just want to know. I'm just off the top. I'm just curious. Who got the biggest Netflix deal? I'm just curious to know. You know what I mean?
Figure that out. I gotta find it out, man.
Yeah.
Who, which comedian got the biggest?
I'm just talking about period.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you know.
Oh,
you found out already?
Okay. The Hollywood Reporter says TV's first $300 million man, the wild And We Be Back story of Ryan Murphy's blockbuster Netflix deal, 300 million. This was back in 2018. Who the fuck is Ryan Murphy?
No, he told you who he is.
Yeah, but what do he do?
So I'm gonna give you the list. I'm gonna give you the list.
Oh, go ahead. I'm listening to the list.
No, go ahead. What you was about to say? I like that.
Nah, I think it said when Ryan Murphy arrived at Netflix Hollywood headquarters on a stormy afternoon in January the 53-year-old producer such TV breakouts as Glee, The People vs. O.J. Simpson, and 7 installments of American Horror Story, says he was expecting a tour of the streaming giant's Lux new space and maybe a croissant. I don't know. They ain't saying what he do. What you was about to say? Let me hear the list.
So I guess they got it lined up, from lease to and I know that sounds crazy. Lease, like it's a little bit of money. But from the lease bag to the bigger bag.
Right.
Amy Schumer got 13 million for her special.
Right.
Ellen DeGeneres got 20 million to 25 million for Relatable. You know what I mean? For I guess the joint name Relatable. What's his name? Ricky Gervais?
Okay.
Ricky Gervais or something like that, 40 million. Obviously, Chris Rock got 40. Dave Chappelle got 60 million for 3 specials, though. So in a sense, he got 20 million each.
Yeah.
First 2 Netflix specials were released in 17, and then obviously he had Equanimity and the Bird Revelation. Yep, in 2018. Jerry Seinfeld. Okay, when did this happen? 100 million.
I remember that. I do remember that. Yeah.
He got one, Netflix signed in January of 2017. What is the deal? Included the rights. Oh, okay. The rights to his interview series, Comedians in Cars, Getting Coffee. Okay, I did try to catch a couple of that one with Eddie Murphy was funny.
Yeah.
So his wasn't a special, it was a series.
The series.
Which is why it was more.
Right.
But that's what they got up here right now. So he got $100 million for that. But they bought the rights to that whole series. So, you know what I mean? But, yeah, man. I mean, right now, bruh, I agree with you in terms of the bag and what these people are doing and the timing and the marketing. And, right now, I'm going to tell you like this. Right now, we started off talking about, what was the rapper's name you said, bruh? Little Uzi Vert? One thing that all of these things got in common is everything is moving through the world virtually.
Right.
Every one of those things. Imagine right now that special that you saw live or that I saw live.
Now hold on. I don't mean to stop you. I just gotta say this
What's
shit.
going on?
It's windy as hell when we had everybody. And I just got a text from my wife saying that the grill cover is on the move. Bitch, it's gone. I'm not going to get this. Real Wizard of Oz shots.
Wizard, man. Yeah, let's talk about it. I don't know where y'all at, but where we are,
it's windy as shit.
I mean, it is not. You go out there with a kite right now.
You meet Ben Franklin, bitch.
You might be up there like a drone. They might snatch your whole body up there like you up
Yeah.
there. No, what I was getting ready to say was this, though, bruh.
Yeah.
When you look at, like, the virtual element of everything that's going on,
Yeah.
you got to think about it from the perspective of what we saw, or you ain't see it yet, but what we have seen in the past with these specials.
Right.
Chris Rock joint being live.
Right.
I got to see that for what I pay for a Netflix subscription every month.
Right.
Right? Which is up to like $22 now.
Yeah.
When I started off paying $6.99.
Yeah, $7.
$7. But I feel like I made out.
You did.
Could you imagine if you paid $70, $100? Matter of fact, that joint that you talking about with him and Kevin Hart,
Yeah.
it actually was in Newark. It
Right.
was Hart. Was it Heartbeat?
Rock the heart rock or something. I know.
Heart Rock or something like that. It was something like that.
I
bruh.
think we making both of these names up.
As long as we don't say Hard Rock or Rock Hard.
Yeah. Balls.
But what I was getting ready to say about the situation is for $21.28, which is what they take out every month.
Right.
If it was whack, I saw it from my couch. I could have stopped it at any time. I can't imagine.
This shit $28?
22.
Oh,
on the
all right.
two.
I thought you said
I'm
we
just
gonna rather
saying,
want to tell
no,
you. I think you said 28. Sorry, though.
nah,
About to
nah,
say,
nah.
bitch, you got the plus version. They give you a
No,
beer every
21.
time you watch a new show.
Listen, you know what? If I, but I'm gonna tell you, that's where they're going. But but when you
Yeah.
start comparing it, like I went to the movies for the first time, man, and I don't know how long. I went and
Oh.
seen that Creed 3, man.
Oh, that's crazy.
I went to the movies first time, man. What?
They
What's
gon'
crazy?
That's scary because they gonna start doing this. They gonna start doing this live shit, and they gonna
Yeah.
want you to upgrade to plus if you want to see shit live.
Bingo.
Yup, that's what's
It's
about to
coming.
happen. Yup.
Come on. Oh, or don't be keep it low, E.
Yeah.
If not, they if one of them watching the porch right now, they're gonna say E is absolutely right.
Right. No, they
Chris
gon'
Rock is the last one that they're gonna get with a regular subscription.
right.
He's the
You know what I
last
mean?
one.
So
At
Creed
40,
3.
at 40 million. Creed 3, man. Not gonna
I
tell the
gotta watch
movie.
2 again. I can't remember 2 like that.
So here's the thing. Me and Peach went, she didn't see 1 or 2. She
Yeah.
liked 3. I
Yeah.
told her, I said, it ain't gonna, hey, baby, if we wait for you to go see 1 and 2, 7 to be out before we actually get to go see 3. You know what I mean? So we ain't
I
even gonna,
heard Rocky said he ain't never watching Creed 3. He said fuck
yeah,
Creed 3.
yeah, he felt like that. It's all right, man. It's
Yeah,
time for
but,
Rocky might be mad, bitter old man by now, man. Sylvester Stallone, you got every right in the world if you don't want to watch him, man.
yeah.
It's all right, man. You know what I mean?
Speak,
Don't talk nasty about him, though. Just don't watch it.
Speaking of which, everybody always talking about Throwback Thursday. I'm going to hit it. Listen, on the Porch podcast, because we stream live on Tuesdays, we doing Throwback Tuesday. About 2 this morning, I was up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we speaking about comedy. We speaking of Eddie Murphy Raw was on, man. Let's clap it up for that. Right? Couldn't sleep.
Classic.
Couldn't
Classic.
sleep. And what part had me dead, P. That's when he was talking about you gonna let your woman go to the Bahamas by herself. That's what she gonna get you back. She walking down the beach, she crying, and one of them motherfuckers come up with that Bahamas shit, that smooth Bahamas shit, named Dexter St. Jock, bitch. That shit killed me, man, because he talking about what a pretty guy like you looking out here crying on the beach, this and that. Next thing you know, he got your woman in the room listening to that Bob Marley shit. Don't let him fool you, oh no. Da 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 da. Ooh, what's it do ya? Oh yeah. Could it be love? He said, man, Dexter in there tearing your wife down, bitch. Good. Shit, she come home, you all stupid as shit, cause you thinking about when she go on a trip. You thinking about all the extra coochie you could get while she gone. That's cause we stupid like that. She come in the house talking about I shot the sheriff.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, if you got that kind of guys, man, them guys, classic. Them guys, though, man, they ain't gonna have no problem paying for no weddings, man.
Right.
we still laughing at that stuff. I think we want to do a little bit of this or that this week, man.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and get into it. Welcome to a new episode of This or That. I'm doing it as if I'm really recording for a show called This or That. So me and P is going to get right back. Let's get to it. Go ahead,
Like you
P.
said, it's another series of questions I'm throwing this way, y'all. We're going to see if he answers them. And I'm going to say this real quick before we get it started. Netflix, if y'all want us to do the Porch Podcast Live, why not pick us as the first podcast live on your Netflix thing? It's coming, y'all. Stay tuned. All right, man. We're going to get right there. Would you rather lose your hair or lose your sense of smell?
I ain't got hair anyway, man, like that. So I got to be able to smell. Because I think if you smell, you taste better. Know what I mean?
You ready?
Yeah.
Wear swim goggles to a first date or a cape to work?
I wear a cape to work every day. That's me, man. That's what the fuck I do. That, you know what I mean? I'm Superman.
Nah. I mean, I'm talking about. I know what you're talking about, but I'm.
Yeah, I would walk in that bitch with the Batman cape on, man.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay, not a problem. You ready? Act like a chicken or a donkey. Right.
Man, I'm not doing neither one. That's some bullshit. Chicken or a donkey?
That's it, man.
All right.
Either one of the
All
two.
right. Stand behind me and watch what happened to you. You know what I mean? Don't nobody want to eat donkey meat, bitch. They want they want chicken. You know what I mean?
I don't know if you got any kind of insecurities, man. Would you rather wear bifocals so you can see or just pretend you can see?
Oh no, I'm putting them bifocals on, man. I'm still cooler than this other side of the pillow, but you give me that, man. Tell you that right now. I got to be able to see. Cause I'm gonna have a joke for it, bitch. I'm gonna be able to tell them. Listen. March 4th, when that Chris Rock came out, I told the bitch on the on February 30th, bitch, yeah, pay attention, that I seen the show already with them bifocals. That's how that shit go.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Ask somebody to repeat themselves. Don't repeat what they said, or just nod and smile at them like you heard them. Like,
No, say it again, cause I really didn't.
you
I didn't
said,
hear what you just said.
ask someone to repeat what they said, or nod and smile like you heard it.
I just asked you to repeat what you said, cause I really didn't hear you. So you already know the answer to that
Yeah.
one. You know that?
Not a problem. All right.
Yeah.
If you had to break up, man, you had to call it off, man. You break up via text or email.
In person.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Type of
All right.
bullshit, text or email. It's for these
All
young
right.
kids, man.
Okay. Yeah, nah, you're right. All right, so you got to wear one of them on your head, bro, because you know we like to wear them hats, man. You're going to wear either a beanie or a beret.
I put a beanie on for a beret before I put a beret on. Peace, God.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Saturday morning cartoons or Sunday morning breakfast?
Oh, Sunday morning breakfast. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I ain't eating no cartoons, man. I can't digest that shit.
No, you definitely not. All right, 100 days in Antarctica or 100 days on the moon?
Oh shit! I go to Antarctica because at least it's on Earth. You know.
Mm-hmm.
You know where Burger King at on the moon? I bet you it's a Burger King in Antarctica though.
It might be. You got a better chance. You definitely
Yes,
got a better
I'm gonna
chance
find
there.
that out. Go ahead and ask me the next question.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. I guess when you ride in the car, you know, are the windows open or closed, man?
Close.
Okay. All right. You at work, man. You got a message that got to go out. Would you rather accidentally CC somebody or click reply to all?
Uh, well, I'm gonna reply all because I ain't gonna say nothing crazy in no work email.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Would you rather be misunderstood or unappreciated?
Misunderstood. That unappreciation shit is
Tough.
terrible, man.
That's tough right there.
Yeah,
That will really make
yeah,
it leave a sour taste in your mouth for real.
right.
Notorious or unnoticed?
I could be unnoticed.
Okay. I know baby. Notorious. All right. Hero or mentor?
Mentor.
Okay.
I think your hero should be where you come from because your parents should focus on being your heroes because if they do wrong, they often leave their kids traumatized. So doing right should set a mark for
I agree.
them.
Absolutely. Would you rather be loved or respected?
I think when you respect anybody, you love them. You know what I mean? So respect is everything for me because I think for you to respect somebody, you have a different type of love for them. You know,
Right.
you often don't. That's why I said respect. It would be respect for me. You know what I mean? I think you get them both in there. You could love a person, but really not respect them. You could just love them because of what they may have done for you one day, or what you seen them do, but you may not respect them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I think in that case, sometimes, man, the misconception is at least for myself, I'm getting better at understanding the difference between having love for what somebody has done or what they're doing and for them. Because sometimes people have, they have reasons behind it. Everything
hmm
ain't an ulterior motive, but in some cases, you do have some people out there with the understanding that you do unto others as you will have them do unto you. So if you do certain things because you just want to make sure that I reciprocate that thing, it's to me it's still a little questionable, right? So like
Hmm.
if you do something because I don't want you to say that I ain't never do nothing for you, I'm not gonna love you less,
Right.
but it's more you than the act at that point. So I think it's different. Respect is very different. It's a very different thing. You can
Right.
respect a person, in my opinion, without loving them. You can. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like
You can.
I respect people. You know, I respect police officers. I don't love them all because I don't know them all. I
Right.
respect what they do. You know, I respect firefighters. I respect, you know, teachers and all those things. I don't know them all. I don't have love for them, but I definitely
Right.
respect
And I
them.
think I think
Go ahead.
respect. I think respect, even if you don't have, like what you said, is a valid point. You don't have to love. You don't have to love something to respect it. But I just think that as long as I get love from the people I really feel I need to be loved from, I want the world to respect me.
Right.
That's what it is. The
Right.
world should respect me. Like
Right.
if like when I walk through two people I don't know, I turn around and I say, I respect you. I mean, I don't say I respect you. I say excuse me because I
Mm-hmm.
respect them. But I don't know them to love them.
Right. That's how I say that. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I
could.
don't know them to love them.
Yeah.
So you're right. The
Yeah.
way you put that is definitely makes sense. Right.
Right. And yeah. So let me see, man. We're gonna end. I wanna go out with one.
One of them crazy ones. I know. I know.
Not so much crazy one, but you know, I know how you do.
Something real. No, something real. That's all. You want to give me
Okay,
something?
because I know that you are a person of high interest when it comes to finances and the
Right.
understanding of the of numbers
Right.
and just understanding the value of those things. Would you rather? And I kind of think I know how you're going to answer, but I want to hear it anyway. Save for your kids' college or your retirement. That'll be the last one. You answer that, and you can take us out of
It's gonna sound selfish, but I'm gonna say retirement
that. Okay.
because of the true fact of retirement is honestly the most important investment that you make in your life. See, a lot of us don't even realize that retirement is an investment.
Right.
Here's the
Right.
thing. You can
Right.
save for your kids' college and they can not want to go. Or they can go in there and they can blow it. You not if your kids go to college and fail, they're not giving you the money back.
Right.
But the reason why I say for retirement is because a lot of us, whether we notice it or not, we think because we got sick days and vacation days and a pension that we made it.
Right.
But we all know you're making more money while you're working. So to
Mm-hmm.
invest in your retirement, you want to be able to have, if not the same, but more than what you're making when you're physically working, because it gets to a point. Everybody that's big overtime people, it's gonna get to a
Mm-hmm.
point where you ain't got the energy for it.
No, absolutely.
You ain't got the energy, but you still gonna want them same checks, because what happens is when people work overtime, they get addicted to the money. They get addicted to the money, man. So
Absolutely.
so retirement, because again, just like a post that I had earlier this week on my Facebook page, you know, I can't help nobody if I ain't all right first.
You can't.
So I
You
would
can't.
I would I would actually invest in retirement, talk to my kids, see what they really want to do. If they really have college, I would definitely put money away for that, and also
Mm-hmm.
try to turn around to help them fulfill their dreams. But and hey, I might even work a little longer so I can take care of my bills as
Mm-hmm.
well as them going to college. So if it
Mm-hmm.
takes me to work another 4 years to get them through college and I
Mm-hmm.
can physically do it, cool. But the problem is once you stop working, you want
Mm-hmm.
them same checks. That's why you gotta invest in retirement, man.
I agree with it. I'm gonna say this on it because I know we're getting ready to pull out of that, out of that segment of the show.
Pull out.
Of that segment of the show. Say the whole thing. Don't stop there. Don't stop it. Pull
Mm-hmm.
out. Pull out a
Yeah,
segment of the show.
pull pull pull
So
out.
so focus on what you want. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But
Yeah.
but no. What I was gonna say is this. In both of those situations, it's going to require, because I just want to kind of piggyback off what you said about being the best, like taking care of yourself first, putting
Right.
yourself first, making sure that you address your needs and how to position yourself.
Right.
Everybody who needs you at your highest level.
Absolutely.
If you don't know what your highest level is, they can never have you at your highest level.
Absolutely.
So, with that understanding, having that communication between you and the children and you and those who are going to be a part of your life in the retirement element of it, because retirement, once again, like we talk about all the time, it is not an age. It is an actual amount. It
It's a
is a
dollar amount.
dollar amount. It's a
Mm-hmm.
dollar amount. It is what it is. Stop tripping off of it. Whoever don't think it that way, that's your perspective. But in reality, you'll know it as the financial person that you are. It's a dollar amount.
Right.
But when it comes to a person's performance, and when it comes to a person being there for somebody else, there is nothing wrong with making sure that you put a lot of energy into being your highest self, because that's what they're looking for in you. And you can't help nobody until you become the highest form of yourself. You can take
Right.
us out of that segment, bro.
All right. Here we go. That was another episode of This or That. We got a few minutes left, so let's get right back. Let's go. So, as y'all know, man, this is episode 116, 116 episodes straight. Let's clap it up for that. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, absolutely.
P, I think we really did a good job with this episode right here. You know, talking about current events, talking about life, how they relate to life and things of that nature. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
absolutely.
And I just encourage people, man, just coming up out of that this or that, to make sure you take care of yourself, health wise, mentally. Try to be the best you, because I swear, when you the best you, if you have any influence on people around you, they're going to be even better. Because especially men, you know what I mean? We have been trained to be the leaders, man. Be the best leader you could be, man, in your household, man. You know what I mean? Don't let
Absolutely.
nobody worry about nothing in there. You shouldn't worry about nothing. You should just handle business and be prepared. You know? Be prepared. Just really look at yourself and say, where can I work on things better at? And what can I do to make these situations a lot better? So, you know, that's all I got in my closing. I don't know if P got something else for him you want to talk to him about. You know what I
Now,
mean?
like you said, just to piggyback off what you're saying, investing into yourself is make yourself a commodity. Okay, make yourself something that is highly regarded in your own life. I know a lot of us, like we was talking about, walking into the job with a cape on your back and things like that. We literally all want to be, in my opinion, a hero. You know what I
Right,
mean, to some degree, and there's nothing wrong with that. You just have to understand that if you can't become the best possible version of yourself, you're never going to be, what anybody else needs you to be. And it's not
right,
about living your life for anybody else. It's about starting with you. Whatever you believe that you are capable of doing, go after that. There's so many doors and so many opportunities to things that you don't, like E was just saying, that you don't even know you're capable of, because you haven't even tapped into the greatest part of yourself yet.
right,
All these things we talking about, like we talked about in this episode about, the Oscars and the new era of rap, and paying homage to Biggie and where he may have been, as far as from a mogul perspective or a business person perspective. All of these things relate to the same thing. These people worked at a high level. They believed in themselves. They're still out there, with the exception of the brother who passed, but they're still trying to be, the best possible version of themselves. But like he say each and every week, man, we thank you guys for tuning in, whether you're listening to it on your favorite podcast or streaming services, which is, iHeartRadio, you know, uh, Spotify, Amazon Music, Audible, Switcher, um, let me see, Radio Public.
mm-hmm.
Uh, I'm trying to think of some of the other ones that may be eluding my tongue at the moment. If there's any that you remember, I'm losing right now. What else we
Red
got?
Circle, Red Circle.
Red
You did,
Circle.
yeah. You got everything else though. Google Podcasts, I believe you said it. You know, what I mean, Amazon Music. So I don't think you
Yeah,
miss anything. And each and every Thursday, this episode again will premiere on YouTube on our channel, The Porch. Our handle's The Porch, but you can put in The Porch Podcast and you'll see all 116 episodes, man. And we really
absolutely.
appreciate y'all, man. Listen, each and every Tuesday we right here live. You know what I mean? So we love y'all. Next week, though, I'm funny I said it. Next week, just for next week, we will be going live on a Monday. So we
Let
love
them know
y'all.
real quick before you pull out of there, E, just so they can know, man, what the brother is doing. Since they don't want, I don't want them to think you abandoning them, brother. What you got going on? You got a political thing going on or something? What you got
No,
going
no,
on?
no, no, no. I got to go to a conference, that deals with the water. You know
There
what I
it is.
mean? That's
There it
all it
is.
is.
So he's
Nothing
putting his
crazy.
cape on. Y'all. You letting y'all know he gonna have to
Right,
have a different cape on next week. But
right.
look, we look forward to seeing y'all. Like E said, special edition next week on Monday, y'all. You'll still hear it at the same time, like E said on Thursday. But if you want to tune in live, it'll be right here on Monday. It's 7 something.
Yeah, seven something. Yeah, yeah, right. You're right.
All right,
Yep.
man. We look forward to seeing y'all next week, man. We love y'all. Peace, man.
Peace.